put your clothes on. We're going to show you.
So yeah, get me a live back.
Joe Rush, Mutoid Race, and Liam. We're here at the Mutate Britain show under the Westway. This is your coming home party, is it?
Yeah, well, this is back to where we started party. But for Mutate Britain, it's just like we've just moved up the other end of the Marylebone Road, really. This is Liam, who's been running Cordy House, where we did the first Mutate Britain, and the same chemistry is here that we had there. You know, so the thing about doing something like this is it's a hothouse of creative talent, but to make something happen, you have to have all the backup. You know, it's like you can't just have a complete random stick a load of pots of paint down and expect it to happen, because it's got to be lit. It's got to be, you know, it's got to be done. The wiring's got to be done. Everything's got to be sorted out. This is what Liam does. So it just lets all the artists really have a fair shot at what they do. You know, and this is why it's so impressive, because it's a proper freestyle thing, but it's done in a very professional way, on no budget at all.
Yeah, I was here this afternoon. It was a hive of activity. Was it right up to the wire, getting it all finished?
We had 15 minutes to spare. So
that's pretty good going.
He did, I didn't.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
That's 15 minutes over. Yeah,
not bad.
I mean, it's the perfect backdrop for all this work, really. Was it difficult to organise with the authorities to be able to do something like this here?
We had about 47 objections to the licence.
It wasn't the authorities that were objecting, it was the people who, you know, like, have been caned with all the sound of all the different parties that have been going on in this place, you know, and they just had enough. And they couldn't see our event was any different from any other, but, you know, we haven't come here to, you know, we are warehouse party firms, you know, but we haven't come here just to kick a mad party. We've come here to sort of inspire people and sort of show people our style and bring something to this area. We haven't come to just have a party on the people in the area. We've had to come have a party with the people in the area. So, you know, so we've had to sort of take it on the chin a bit about putting on live bands or having sound systems or closing early, all of which we've had to agree to do. But we decided to do it anyway because it's important that this stuff happens, you know, and even if we have to sometimes, you know, trim the fire of what we do, it's still got to be seen, you know, and there's no point just playing to the converted all the time. You've got to bring it to people and show them.
It's presenting it in a way, isn't it? That it's a collective thing. Everybody does this stuff separately on their own, but then to bring it all together, to show it as a group thing, make everything work together on so many different levels, on the paint, on the sculpture. It's all about being social, and it's all about people. And it's not an art gallery, it's not a nightclub, but it's about music, and it's about food, and it's about drinking, it's about talking, it's about showing your creativity in a light that is appropriate.
Inspiration, you know. And why everything's got so wild here is because everyone's kicking off each other. You know, all the graffiti artists are all like, you know, they're all trying to come up with something, you know, sharper than the other one, or, you know, not like a competition, but, you know, the ante was definitely raised here. The first pieces came up here weren't all that special, but as people came, like, they've realised that this is something special, and they're all trying to sort of come up with something. You know, it's like here for this is Snug's piece behind us. Never uses colour really before. He uses just simple shades, but he's decided, and because it's a mutate party, to mutate his style and just go for colour. And part two is him over there. He's gone for you know, like a completely different style than his normal style. Shock here. He's done everything in like it was an X-ray. You know, Chew's done a thing on the roof where it only makes sense if you look in a mirror on the wall, you know, and see what's on the roof. Pure Evil, he's, you know, got a long stick with a spray can on it and a bit of wire, and he's sprayed the whole roof, you know, without even going up a ladder. And you know, and then you got the Mutoids, you know, with all their different mad sculptures and that, you know, and walking machines and fire breathing, you know, and basically we're all just showing off really, and that's what we like to do. We like to show off, and we're doing it.
Yeah, you were saying about the compromises, but what's great, actually, you've made those compromises, but it's more in the middle of the community than maybe any Mutate Britain show before. It really is just, you know, you're going to have all kinds of people in the community just wandering through this all the time, which is fantastic.
I'll tell you what's important about this. This is why we fought for this, to do it here with and our friend Garfield Hackett. You know, he's the one who fought all the. Did all the legal things, you know, and went through all the, and he's just like a chilled out Rasta man, just trying to get on with his life. But it's because this particular spot we're on is the beginning of the British graffiti movement came in. That's why Mode 2's come over from Berlin to paint here. It's also like the beginning of the Mutoid Waste Company, where we started work under these, you know, doing parties and living in warehouses under these arches here. And it's also, you know, the Clash thing, the punk thing, the first, you know, race riots, the first were in this area. The first establishment of the West Indian culture was in here. The first Notting Hill Carnival is in this area, and this area is like steeped in history. You know, it is really, really important part of British culture. Comes from Notting Hill and Ladbroke Grove and Portobello Road. You know, and the area sort of like become a bit. You've got a bit dried out, you know, by wealthy people coming trying to sort of, you know, with their ulterior motive for everything they do, you know, like, but the area is still actually steeped in character and steeped in good people. And what we come here to do, that's why we wanted to come back here and do it, is just kick the excitement off again, you know, and the creative thing going off again.